Hey guys, before I begin sharing this crazy story, I'd like to quickly introduce the sponsor of this video. Did you know that statistically, 2 out of 3 guys will experience loss of hair by the time they've hit the age of 35? Yeah, that is a scary statistic, and that's exactly why Keeps has you covered. Keeps offers customers with clinically proven treatments and products, not only to stop your hair loss, but also improve your hair growth. Or if you just want to take care of that hair that you have, whatever you need, Keeps is there. Because on top of their clinically proven treatments, they have an award-winning and completely natural thickening shampoo and conditioner system, which is something that everyone should be using anyway. But if there's something specific you need or you've got a certain condition, Keeps has many expert medical advisors and care specialists that are there to help you choose the right products and treatments to reach your hair goals. It's also worth knowing that Keeps will save you from any trips to the doctor's office or pharmacies, because all of their treatment plans are doctor recommended and are about half of the cost of your traditional pharmacy. And that takes me to the best part. Keeps is delivered straight to your door, and a simple subscription with Keeps means that you'll never run out of the products you need to look after your hair. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get 50% off your first order, go to keeps.com/JOK or click the link in the description. That's KEEPS.com/JOK. Thank you so much, Keeps, for sponsoring this video. I've played DayZ now for over 8,000 hours, and I've avoided doing this for the longest time, because it has to be one of the most challenging ways to play really any game, but especially this one. And I finally did it. So in this story, I'm going to take you on my journey as a solo player, and it's one I'll never forget, because not only do I survive for over a week, but by the end of it, without even knowing, I'd become the richest solo on the server. So, let's begin our story. As always, we begin on day 1. Now, when I joined the server for the first time, I was apprehensive, but I knew that all I needed was a good gun and some decent armor to get myself started. So I looted around the first city off the coast, where I ended up finding a rare keycard for the prison island, which would get me exactly what I needed. But the problem was that prison island was over 15 kilometers away from me. So instead, I set a marker on a nearby military base and I ran there instead. And it was lucky I did, because I ended up having one of my luckiest starts ever. What the hell? Why is there a helicopter here? Wait a minute. Wait, no way, bro. Dude, it's got auto hover on. There we go, there we go. There we go. Oh my god. Oh! There's just no way, dude. Are you kidding me? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this prison island really quick. Try and land the helicopter there. Okay, open this key room, and then I'm gonna fly back to Novod. And then yeah, I should be good. If this isn't gonna look scripted, then I don't know what will. Because I'd somehow found exactly what I needed to get myself to that prison island and unlock that key room. So I headed there as quick as I could. I need to take this real slow here. Pretty good. Okay, let's do this. I'm just gonna swim to the main prison area. That's it over there. There should be like a red light above where the room is. So if I find that, I'm good. I'm sorted. Here we go. This should be it. Oh my god, it is, dude. It really is. Okay, let's unlock this thing. Oh! Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's just what I was looking for. 2 great guns to hopefully win my next gunfight. Quickly, I left the prison island and I headed to the trader to buy a key for this helicopter. Car key. Okay, buy. Now with the key to secure my helicopter, it was time I found a spot to build my base. Before I could do that though, I needed to hide this helicopter, so I flew to the most hidden forest I knew in the far northeast, where I stashed a bag there too. And finally, I arrived at the place I wanted to build at, Novod City. Although the big tower building was already taken, so I needed to find somewhere else, and I had a pretty good alternative. This baby right here. Right, now think about it. The amount of rooms this building's got. I could probably wall off all of up here and look at the view. This is... I think this is the highest view. Although that one's pretty good as well though. Let me check out that one really quick. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Yeah, I think I much prefer this one. It's got a much better view of most of Novods. Now with a base spot in mind, it was time to gather loot which I could sell at the trader as usual. So military base after military base, town after town, I looted everywhere and grabbed everything I could that could go towards buying my first few building supplies. Until I got a notification about an airdrop landing in the city I wanted to build at, and I just couldn't resist. Hopefully no one goes for this. I've got decent vest, decent guns now. Should be able to kill someone if they do go for it, you know, but I've got to be very quick with this. Oh my god. I somehow just killed 2 of those guys in one spray. I'm not going to be able to loot this guy right here, the guy that I killed right there somewhere. But I really want to try and loot these kids. Just out here. Go. I have to just go, man. I cannot believe I'm alive right now, dude, with all of this. That was so good. Okay, so we need the shed, workbench kit, that's it, top hole kit. And once I bought everything I needed from the trader, I headed to my base spot. Okay, this is the building, baby. So nicely right there, look at that. Perfect, dude. Now with my starter base set up, I could finally move on to my next objective. And that objective was wealth. As you know, my main goal on this server was to become as rich as I possibly could as a solo. And you know that I eventually do, but along the journey, I definitely make a lot of mistakes. But it's important you see those mistakes, because it was through them that I learned how to reach such wealth as a solo. Oh my god. Wow, holy sh... There's a big group over there. Dude, helis are so loud. There's a huge group. That's what I wanted. That's the PvP I wanted. Oh shit, they are pushing me. There's the other one. Okay, there's one dead. Okay, there's a guy right there. Pretty sure he's dead. Okay. Okay, so I need to loot this guy pretty quickly. Okay. That was good. I thought it was done. I'd won the fight, and it was now time to leave. But then reality kicked in. That's good enough for me to head back to base now. People everywhere here, bro. I should have built it. No, I shouldn't have. Fair enough. Okay. Oh my god. That made me jump. I just hit the ground, bro. That's the guy that was fighting earlier. Now I'm out of ammo. Shit. Oh, bro. Okay. My first death and my first 2 lessons. Don't overstay your welcome, and don't bite off more than you can chew, because it will get me killed again and again. I should have left right after this gunfight here, but instead I stayed longer than I should have, and it ended up costing me everything. Well, almost everything. You see, what I didn't show you is that I luckily stashed most of the good guns away nearby, so at least I had something to take back with me. Just as I left the area though, I saw an airdrop was landing at the northeast airfield. It was on my way back to base, so I went to check it out. But this time, I'd try and be a bit more careful. Okay, let's see what we can do here, see if we can snag this airdrop. And I've got a good gun for this, so should be okay. Pretty silent. No one has gone for the airdrop yet. Man, am I gonna have to be the first guy to... Am I gonna have to be the guy to do this, bro? Alright, if no one else is gonna do it, it's gonna be me. Oh my god, he's really camping. I think he was only chambering his gun, I'm not gonna lie. Let's go, bro. After that slight loss earlier, I'd redeemed myself by killing that camper and winning the airdrop. But it was about to get even better, because just as I was leaving, I saw the camper coming back from the coast, and he led me to gold. Oh. Freshy's come back. Who's gonna tell him? Oh. That's what he's going for. Sorry, bro. Okay, we might as well take this as well. Oh, time to go. Oh my god, dude, that guy was literally a few seconds late. Alright, I can sell this now for pretty good money. Would you guess my luck? Not just 1, but 2 helicopters that I'd found in the same day. But like I said, I wanted to sell this one for money, so I headed straight to the trader and found someone who wanted to buy it. What do you got? What's your offer, buddy?
Helicopter for 30k. How about that?
You want it for 30k, yeah?
Yeah, 30k. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Have you got the 30k on you?
Yeah, I do. Are you a YouTuber in any case?
I might be.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, bro. Yes, it is, bro. Do you want this or not? Do you want this?
That's about it.
Okay, bro. Hell is yours. Do you want me to wait in this until you get a key?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, go get a key. I'll wait by this. Alright, let's get out of here. No. Dude, I'm messing. It'd be funny though, it'd be funny. Of course, I didn't scam the poor fella. I gave him the helicopter like we agreed, and after buying some last few things from the trader, it was back to Novod I went. But I still had that stash up in the northeast forest that I left earlier, so I went to grab that first. But it was on my way back to base when I heard the neighbors shooting. What is going on over here, man? I have to stash first. Dude, what? They have to be shooting out of the base. All this guy needs to jump on a deathmatch server, learn how to shoot a gun, because he's not hitting any shots, unless he's actually fighting like a 20-man group right now. No, there's one there. Okay, so it's not up on the hill. I could play smart and stay up on this hill. Oh, that guy just shot at me right there. I cannot work out what it is they're shooting at, or where they're shooting from. Okay. So, these guys are all positioned up in all these industrial buildings. Right, if I position myself on the other side, I might have a good angle. Oh my god. Dude, these guns are so loud. I need to get up behind them. I have no idea where he could have gone. So damn. Oh god! That's not the guy I saw. After sadly dying, I ran back to hopefully salvage some loot, and I actually managed to kill a guy. But, as expected, I was overwhelmed by numbers, and another death was to come my way. Another death and another lesson. And that lesson is, well, just deal with it. Because that's just the life of a solo. Sometimes even if you do everything right, you will get outnumbered, you will lose, and you just have to deal with it. And that's something that I just had to get used to throughout this journey. Anyway, after grabbing my stash, I finally returned to base. We continue our journey on day 2, and it started as I heard some shots in the same place I heard them yesterday. So I went to check them out, and I ended up finding out why I keep hearing so many shots here. Oh, I think I know why he shot. It seemed as though a clan had been living out of one of the industrial buildings of Novod. So I wanted to do some investigating. There might be a chance I could get in this thing. I've done some weird stuff with this place, let me tell you. He's in here. Oh, he killed a freshie right there. Okay. Wait a minute, he's out there. That's 2 dead. I might try and loot these guys now. Wait, is he going to get an angle on me to shoot right here, or? Oh my god, an SA-15 with a drum mag? Are you kidding me? Just what I needed, dude. I needed some kills and some guns up again, so... Oh my god. Okay, that guy's injured in his base there, and that must be a big clan. Those must be the guys that I saw just the other day. Yeah, that's a group to kind of watch out and be careful, because they're going to have a lot of numbers and probably a lot of C4. I was right. Even though I'd only had a couple of interactions with this clan, I needed to be cautious, because if I rattle their cages too much, then I might wake up the following morning to an empty base. But for now, I was okay, and I was able to safely drop off the spare guns in my storage. But I needed a plan for the day, so I looked through my loot to see what I needed, and that's when I noticed the 2 unused keycards I had. So I grabbed them, and I headed off for a long trip west to see what I might find. And I hoped it was worth it, because this was going to take me over an hour long. Make a stash really quick. Mishkino lumber. Let's quickly get this done and dusted before someone else turns up. Bro, this keycard was so good. The hell, dude? I need to go back for the flipping bag. After grabbing my bag and every last gun from that locked crate, I headed to my second key room, which happened to be in Zelenogorsk, where I also managed to kill a guy looting. Oh, I was there for the key room and that key room only, so I didn't overstay my welcome. Nice! Okay, time to go. And so I left with more than enough loot. It was almost an hour worth of running around as it was, and I was desperate, and I mean desperate, to get back to base. But passing through Stary Sabor, I ran into trouble. Bro, I have never been so geared in my life. I've got a cinder door as well. I need to get back with this, mate. If I die, I'm gonna be... Holy fuck. I hit the guy twice as well. He's got a PKM here as well, man. I'm so screwed. I should have just ran with everything. Holy shit. The threat was dealt with, and thanks to this guy I killed, I had even more loot now to bring back to base. I grabbed what I could and ate some of his food before I looted what was left of him, but that was until more people decided to join the party, and it was time for me to bounce. Saw another and I ran for my life. I have so much. I've literally ran like 20 kilometers. So far, easily 20 kilometers, maybe 25 kilometers. He had a PKP as well, like... I am so glad I got away right there. Oh my god, I'm so glad. Let's just say that could have gone a lot worse. After a quick stop off at the trader, I arrived back to Novod and finally made it inside of my base. And first thing I did was place down that cinder garage door, tripling my fortification. Nice, bro. I then placed down the storage I bought at the trader because this base was now overflowing with guns, and I stored them all away in those new crates. Once I stored everything away, I spent the rest of that day fortifying my base further. In fact, I decided to take over that entire apartment floor. I blocked off every single window up there and added more gates, making it a much harder raid. One cinder to go through, and then another cinder to go through. And I've got loads of space in here now. Okay, cool. Brilliant end to the day, to be honest. I'll log off. Hopefully we're not raided tomorrow. And as of that night logging off, my solo journey so far had been quite successful, but I knew going to sleep that night, if I wanted to reach real wealth, I was going to have to start contesting these big clans for the airdrops and King of the Hill events. It was not going to be easy, but if I play like a true solo player and I play smart and I don't get too greedy, I could win some of them. So the next morning I logged into my base and straight away I headed across the map to unlock a key room. And it was after looting that key room that I saw a notification for a King of the Hill event happening just north of me at Tizzy. I set a marker and headed straight there. The only way I was going to succeed as a solo is if I take on these groups. Okay, so there's 3 in zone apparently. I don't know if those 2 are together. Literally any second now, dude. I'm just gonna run up and hopefully as they go to loot it, I'll be there to kill them. Okay, that's it. Okay, there's 4 people in the zone now. That means there could be a guy near me somewhere. No, there's 1. He's low on health. There's 1 guy dead. What the hell? Okay, I'm gonna move, dude, and stash all this, no joke. Need to find a nice little spot to stash this all. Probably here. Okay, let's just, hopefully that doesn't get found. Right, I'm going back. Once I'd stashed all my good loot from that 1 player I'd killed, I ran back over in hopes to win this King of the Hill event. All I needed to do was take out those last few players, and the King of the Hill loot would be mine. Oh! 1 dead. I managed to kill 1 guy, and shortly after, I killed another. Oh my god. Was that the guy in zone? No, there's still 1 more in zone. After about 10 minutes of scanning the trees, I could not find this last guy. So I looted the crate thinking that the UI was just bugged out, and I ran off thinking I'd won. But... oh my god! I was wrong. Apparently I didn't scan the trees enough, because I ran straight into that last guy who'd now won everything. And that leads me to my new lesson as a solo. There's always 1 more. Although, like you saw, I did manage to stash a bunch of spare guns and armor, so this wasn't a huge loss. But my morale? That hurt. Sometime later, I ended up running back and collected all the stashed loot, and although I was still up in guns, I was still frustrated. So after dropping off those spare guns, I headed out on a big loot run to Tizzy, grabbing everything I could along the way too, and I found some pretty good guns. Okay, I better loot this guy before someone else shows up. Oh! I freaking, dude, there's always 1 more. Like, I swear that's the rule, bro. There's never 1. I need to kind of learn that. There's never 1. There's always 1 more. It was these smaller fights I could deal with, and a lot of the time, I would actually win them. Just like this case. Between these 2 guys, they were pretty geared, and so I left Tizzy and sold everything at the black market, making a lot of money. And it was also these smaller fights that gave me the confidence to hunt the airdrops. But I think you know what the outcome of these were. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no way. Oh my god. Did I get hit in the leg? Of course, another death. So to finish off the day, I did a quick trip to the trader for a code lock, and on my run back to base, I heard a shot very close by. There's always one more. That's kind of the rule I live by as a solo. There's a guy I've killed, but I think I'm good to loot, dude. He's killed an animal. Oh my god. Dude. Do you know why I feel so bad? Because the fact that he's resorted to killing animals. Yeah, I just feel so bad, man. God, I just have this anxiety, you see, when I kill people. It's pretty bad, to be fair. I wasn't sure whether to include this part of the story because I didn't think it was that relevant, but then I realized its meaning. When I thought I was struggling and having a tough time myself, I think this moment of killing this solo player hit a soft spot. It was the fact that he had resorted to killing animals for meat, which you never see on these modded servers. And when I asked in the chat, I didn't see any indication that meat actually had any value other than it adds up. Yeah, I stripped his body, I took his gun, vest, but I left all of his meat. Because I just feel so bad. I know the pain of being solo, man, and it's just so, it's so tough. And the fact that he's resorted to cutting up animals, like I said, is just, I just feel so bad. I had to leave his loot, I had to leave the meat at least. Worked so hard. So after stripping Mosen Man's whole body, I headed back to base myself, feeling a little better about how my solo journey was going so far. Day 4, however, was quite a big day, because it was on this day when my luck was about to change. It all started that day as I logged on inside my thankfully unraided base, and I looked through all my loot trying to think of what I could do that day. And that's when I noticed all the NBC clothing I'd been accumulating slowly, and it made me think, what was it actually used for? So after doing some digging and asking around, I found out about the Toxic Zone. An unmarked area on the map not many people knew about, but I was told that this area on this server spawned some of the best guns, armor, ammo, launchers, and even explosives, so I just had to check it out. I grabbed the full outfit, set a marker on the zone, and I headed out. But just as I was leaving... Oh my god, there's an airdrop? Are you kidding me? I have to go over just to see. I have to. It has to be done. Oh my god! What? What? Oh my... Bro. No way, dude. To put it into perspective how lucky I just got finding these raid tools, when I went back over to the airdrop, it actually despawned, meaning it had just been sat there, unlooted for hours, and no one checked it, but me. After grabbing what was left, I went back to suit up in NBC clothing, and it was back off to the Toxic Zone. Okay, just a couple of 100 meters left here until we get to the Toxic Zone. I'm on a time limit here with this gas mask and these filters. There's only so long I have. I've probably only got about less than 10 minutes per gas mask, so that should be enough. I mean, maybe only 5 minutes, so I've got to be quick, whatever. And I don't really know exactly where the loot is spawning, so I've kind of got to work it out as I go in, but yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna start by looting these containers here, see what we get in this. Okay, that's not good. Okay, we've got a vest there already. Ghillie gun wrap. Okay, some military loot is spawning. Okay, so it is spawning military loot. I know that for sure. But so far, nothing really that good, to be honest. Not much else on this side, so let's head down. Oh, hello. M110. And I think that's a freaking rocket launcher right there, dude. Oh my god, and it's got something in it. Oh, dude, this is crazy. What the hell? There's so many guns here, dude. Oh my god. Yep, look at that. After picking up every last weapon, attachment, and mags I could find, it was time to leave the toxic area before my gas filters ran out. Okay, I'm out. I got a bit like nerve-wracking to watch towards the end there, but this is pretty good, man, honestly. That was definitely worth it, to be honest. For the 10 minutes I was in there, I've got, you know, hours. I mean, dude, I've played for all the time I've played on the server. I've not found any of these. Like, I've not found a single RPG or grenade launcher. I've come in there and just found like 4 of them. There was no doubt that this toxic zone was indeed stacked. What I got in just the 12 minutes I was in there would have taken me hours running across the map looting. Combining that run with the airdrop I found earlier, this morning was a huge breakthrough. And eventually, I made it back to base with everything. Oh my god. But the problem now was my base was filled to the brim with loot. So I started gathering guns and valuables I didn't need that I could sell at the black market and exchange for storage. And once I had everything on me, I headed out. But as I was heading out, I heard and saw a helicopter flying over me. At first, I just ignored it until I saw it flying directly over my base. Wait, what's going on? Am I about to get raided? What are these guys doing? Okay, I'm gonna leave the stash in there for a sec. Let me see what's going on. Well, they landed someone over at this apartment, it feels like. Is he in here? I mean, he... What the hell? What are they doing? He did drop him off at my apartment. What the hell is going on? Need a vest. And this is where everything changed. My base location was now compromised, and I was no longer living undercover, because whoever this guy and his clan was, they knew where my base was, and I just killed them right outside of it. I realized that my goal of becoming as rich as I possibly could now had a time limit, because it was just a matter of time before my base would be raided. So there was no time to waste. If I only had so long left on the server, then I was gonna make it count. First thing I did was I went straight to that stash I made just earlier, and I took all of those valuables to that black market just like I planned that day, because I desperately needed some new storage. Once I returned to base, I dropped off the storage, and it felt like it was time for another loot run to the toxic zone. So I grabbed all the NBC clothing and the gas mask filters, and I headed over for round 2. Okay, second run to the toxic zone. Oh my god. Yes, bro. Let's go. After each trip to that toxic zone, I would run back to my base and fill it as much as I could. And a few hours later, I'd do the same trip again, grabbing every last gun, magazine, attachment, and explosives I could find. we arrive at day 6. Another very special day in the story, as it's the day I decided to expand my small solo operation into a business. Okay, so one thing that I've been collecting from the very beginning, because it's a great way of making money, and that is this thing right here. I've done this before, people know I've done this on a pretty big scale, so I'm not talking anything crazy, but I thought I'd grow some on the side in my business, and I've got pretty much everything to make what I need to make. Is I need 3 boxes of glass, and I've only got 2, so see if I can find someone that could, you know, that's willing to trade this for a bit of money. Then I can hopefully get a greenhouse placed downstairs and start growing, basically. So let's see in chat. I mean, let me just ask. Alright, that was easier than I thought. I found someone who wanted to sell the last piece of glass I needed at the Altar Trader. So I got my money together and I headed out to make this trade. But I took a bit of a detour first to buy myself a gun rack. But eventually, I made it to the Altar Trader. Okay, Altar Trader. This guy should be somewhere here. We're looking for killer, something killer. There it is. Okay, hold on. There you go, that's 19k. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. That was the last piece of the puzzle, baby. Now, back to base. Sweet home. Now, first and foremost, I needed to place down that gun rack to free up some space. And once I moved all the guns over, I started looking around the apartment for the best room to place down this greenhouse. And I found probably the best spot possible, but it was 1 floor below the top, which meant I had some fortification to do. So I got to work. Okay, grab that. I need these 2 spotlights, of course. Jerry can. We need this thing. And so the business began. It started off as you'd expect. I'd fertilize each plant plot in that greenhouse, followed by planting each weed seed from the packet. It was a pretty simple process, but each crop would take approximately 1 hour to fully grow. And with just 1 greenhouse, I knew this would be a long wait. But I was patient, and I'd come back an hour later to see everything fully grown. I'd then harvest each crop, and I'd end up with all these buds on the floor which I would pick up, and I'd turn them into bags that I could eventually turn into bricks and sell at the weed trader. And I'd begin that same process again and again. Fertilize, plant, water, harvest, and produce. But there was a lot of waiting around, so I came up with a system. In between each harvest, I would do a trip either to the toxic zone or just on a PvP run. So not only was I growing my wealth in the background, but I was farming up kills and growing my armory of guns and weaponry. Wow, he had a lot. By day 8, I had truly reached riches. I had more than a gun rack of high-tier guns, I had all the explosives and ammunition a solo would ever need, and I'd grown enough supply to buy anything on the server. And on day 9 of my solo journey, everything was gone. And no, it wasn't a raid from any group I'd encountered, or even that clan that lived near me. Actually, I logged on that day at the coast. It turns out that the new DayZ update came out and the server was forced to wipe. So there was nothing I could do about it. It sucked. All those drugs I grew over the past few days that I never got to sell, those raid tools that I somehow found and I won't get to use them on a base now, and all the helicopters and cars that I could have blown up with that endless supply of rockets and grenade launchers. But it was worth I joined this server to reach, and as just a solo, that I did. And you know what? It was a fun ride along the way too, and I'm glad I could bring you with me. But it's time for another journey somewhere else anyway, so I'll see you soon.
I left you all along ago, and don't even think I know you. And you don't know who I am. You never had a chance to, 'cause I was always